Hey guys, I'm back, and yeah, it's been almost 4 weeks now since I did an upload, and yeah, I do apologize for that. I truly do. I'm sorry for yeah, for not bringing out the videos, the uploads during the events, the overviews. I knew I've been getting a lot of in-game messages from people asking what's going on. At the same time, gets a few messages from my subscribers asking me. Yeah, where the heck's the videos, Jace? Jace, what's going on, man? Where haven't you been doing the uploads? Well, you know what? Truthfully, I got a lot of things going on in my life right now. Some stuff that a little bit private stuff. Just stuff that I just that has a higher priority. At the same time, I will admit I've been doing my best to kind of cut back my activity in this game because as a lot of you guys know, the more active you are, the more you end up spending, and I am trying to cut back on my spending by a lot. Just it's for me. I'm at the point in the game where spending just doesn't make any more sense. I do have a my roster is pretty good. So doing more pulls or just overall spending money because even pulls, I cut back on pulls, but I did find myself spending more on just other stuff other than doing pulls, doing way too many SD refreshes, doing way too many, I guess, opens. If I'm not doing pulls, I'm opening up crates, purchasing stuff from the shop, purchasing tokens, just finding myself, I guess, to make up or compensate for not spending too much on pulls, which I try my best to avoid. I'm ending up finding myself spending money somewhere else in the game, and I came up with maybe not only do I need to spend less playing the game because I don't need to be on all the time. I got to I had to figure out a way to I guess lower the amount of time money I spend in the game, so I had to lower the amount of time I play, I guess activity. So yeah, and then that also plays into why I haven't really been doing uploads. It's just like I said, I don't know whether or not I'm getting bored of this game. Though there are new things that keep popping up, especially today. Yeah, a lot of new things popped up today, and they did do that update, last week. So yeah, there are things popping up in the game that's new. But like some of you guys, I've been playing for over a year now, and though there are new things popping up, still. Yeah, I don't think a lot of it's enough to. I guess it's holding my interest in the game just a tiny bit. To keep me playing. I think the main reason why I still play now is I guess the community. People in game that I guess keep me playing. But as far as the game itself, the gameplay, not sure because it's the same old stuff, same grind, same. They add little things into this game, but at the same time, it's just everything seems is redundant. I guess I'll use that word. It just repeats itself over and over again. Just something new, slightly new, but it's a repeat. It's not as big as when the armory came out. The armory was a big change in this game. It brought new life into this game. Everything else that's I guess is being added now is just it's the same stuff. Just I guess with a different using a different color scheme. Different background or just like this. I guess now this museum. I guess it's not too bad. This is actually, this is one of the reasons why I did upload. Talk about this. Yeah, this is pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people remember something similar to this. Though there was no museum at the time, but that whole Christmas, Christmas thing that last year, close to the around this time, where you had to collect that Christmas items. Yeah, it seems like this is almost the same. Though you are getting, yeah, this, I guess, the ultimate prize in the end, this 5-star new Negan limited edition. Yeah, this is a very, very awesome card. This is a very awesome card, and yeah, I guess while we got his picture up, while we got this card up, let's go ahead and take a look at this card. I'm not gonna take a look at the 4-star or the 3-star, because this is the main reason why people will participate in this event. Yeah, this event that's just popping up right before the season premiere of The Walking Dead TV show. So yeah, it's it's pretty perfect how they set this up. So yeah, let's take a look at this Negan. Yeah, his persona's leader. He is strong, and he was a school coach. Yeah, school coach. I didn't know that. Yeah, I had no clue he was a school coach. But his stats. Let's take a look at these stats. The stats are not that bad. Attack is 825, 25 points above that 800. His defense is 801, 1 point above that 800. His HP though is it's slightly lower than average. It's slightly lower than that 1100. It's at 1089. So that's not too bad because his attack is pretty good. His defense is pretty good. HP is acceptable because it's just 11 points below that 1100. So I'd say his stats are pretty awesome. I do like these stats. Now his AR, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah. Get ready for the next season. Yeah, season premiere. This coming up, Sunday. Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And yeah, it's a turn 2 is 45 AP. So that's pretty awesome. He deals 600 damage. That is quite a lot. It's close to that Samurai Jesus. Samurai Jesus does about 650%. He only does 600. Though he does 50% less than that Samurai Jesus. I do like this AR better than that Samurai Jesus. The reason why is because the second part of his AR, up to 2 teammates gain 20% AP. Now that Samurai Jesus he gives himself a self buff, a pretty good self buff, but it's only for himself. This Negan, he's not selfish like that that greedy samurai. No, he's not selfish. Yeah, he doesn't think about me. It's not all about me. This Negan right here, his AR is about his teammates. He helps out his team. Yeah, his Samurai Jesus, he goes, oh, I'm already helping you guys with my leader skill. Yeah, my AR is for me. No, this Negan, he gives that 20% AP to 2 teammates. So, you know what? I'm looking at a scenario like this. You have 2 cards that you usually would not use, that have 75, 76 AP. The turn 4 cards. Now, if he's, let's say this Negan, he has 2 other cards. He has you have 4 other cards. 2 of the other cards, they're 45 AP. So by the time he fires off, those 2 cards that will be ready with him, or during that turn 2 or turn 3, their ARs will be AP will be filled up already. So the 2 remaining cards, or the cards that will actually benefit from this, are the cards that are the turn 3 or turn 4 cards, the 58 or most likely the 75, 76 AP cards. Like Larry, see, OG Michonne. Those cards that usually will not be available until turn 4 or turn 3 with a command. Because of this AR that this Negan does, they will have their ARs filled up. Yeah, they will be able to fire off with him during that turn. This is pretty awesome. Just a thought of being able to I guess take advantage of those cards that do that 76, 70, 75, 76 AP. Usually you would not bring because they're too slow. You don't have to worry about that anymore with this Negan. this Negan will make them fire off because of this AR, this second part of his AR, the AP gain for 2 teammates. So I do think that this AR is fantastic. I look forward, if I'm lucky enough, if I'm able to collect all the stuff that's required to get this card, I would be so, I would be happy, because this new AR, because it says in the inbox, first time ever. Yeah, first time ever for everything. Yeah, when it comes to Scopely. But the second part, it does show promise. Cards that will eventually start coming out that do give this AP gain. Yeah, with their ARs, that will actually make those old dated cards, those 75, 76 AP cards, actually usable. They will be usable now. During, you won't have to worry, let them collect dust. You will actually be able to bring them into your bring them and let them go off, with him. It's because and the main reason why his leader skill is just like Samurai Jesus. All melee teammates get a 30% attack and a very large AP when attacking. So, and remember, all melee. So you don't only think of just greens like Larry or OG Michonne. There are plenty of other cards that that have that 75, 76 AP old cards. Just like Carly. You'll be able to use Carly, basically on turn 2, turn 3, because of this AR. This Negan does. Cards like Oberson becomes he becomes usable. He'll be able to heal, on turn 2, turn 3. And then like I said, there are plenty of other cards. You'll have cards like Yellow Joshua. That's a 75, 76 AP that will be able to fire off. Give that attack. And not to mention the previous war prizes that have that 66 AP. Just like Norma or that Wilkins, they will be able to fire off because of this Negan. Now I keep going over and over again talking about how fantastic this AR, because man, I am very impressed by it. I am very impressed by it because not only does he have this nice AR, he has this awesome leader skill, that Samurai Jesus leader skill. So yeah, this is that Negan. I just do an overview, just wanted to talk about this card and tell you how impressed I am. Not to mention, this card model right here is pretty cool, pretty awesome looking card model, especially with this chains. Yeah, this chains, he has these chains hanging from his wrists. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like this model itself. But yeah, that's this Negan. You'll have to collect these. Yeah, this is just the second part. The first part is collecting the 4-star Negan version. But yeah, this, I wonder what you're gonna need to do in order to get this Michonne's head. Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna involve money. Something I kind of don't want, but it is what it is. So what else should I talk about? Hey, let's talk about this museum. Yeah, this museum. You know what? I don't know what to think of this museum. It's pretty cool. You'll be able to collect stuff and some things that already that's in your roster. I guess one way to look at it, if you're one of those guys that don't like getting rid of your stuff, don't like selling stuff in the supply depot, just keep holding on to old cards. Some rosters, in a way, I'm kind of the same, but I do got rid of some cards, like as you see, I still had my yellow Glenn and some other cards, but I got rid of yellow Carl. Yeah. So unfortunately, I won't be able to collect some of these unless I'm able to get them again. But I do like the fact that if you did collect these cards, these you kept your collection intact, that you will be able to get some stuff extra. because I guess that's one way I look at this museum. It's just a bonus to those people that love collecting, because you have to understand that's what it's called, museum collections. So it's for those people that just love to collect, collect cards, collect, those, especially those that just they do polls every time something's being promoted, because they need to have that part of their collection. Well, this is more catered for them, and for everybody else it's just extra. It's just extra for if we do happen to meet one of these criterias. You do have able to collect. Hey, cool, you got something out of it. So yeah, the museum's not too bad. It's not, like I said, it's not groundbreaking like that armory. That armory is something awesome, something real new. Prestige also was something that I do. It was more. It was a nice, nice thing to receive. Being able to do skips on on a lot of things in the game when you're building, when you're crafting, when you're armory stuff, even scavenger missions, being able to skips, being able to get some special scavenger missions, prestige, scavenger missions. Those were big changes, big additions. This collection, not so much. It's just like I said, it's a bonus for those that love to collect. So, and not only that, being a, I guess this is also a way for them to implement, like this, this certain event with this Negan, where you collect. And it's I guess for now, for them just bringing it out and then adding these two events, I guess it's something I guess you look forward to, I guess certain things that's going to be included in this museum. If they do start bringing out more events like this, yeah, I do think that it will make this museum, this update, this museum more usable, more I guess appealing, because this right here, yeah, very, 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 appealing. So what else should we talk about? I don't know. Well, oh yeah, let me show you guys this. As you guys know, this past weekend, Barker was being promoted. Yeah, the one with the AP drain. Yeah, that removes AP and he's a neutralized card. Yeah, I was able to get him. I got him on my very first 10 pull, which is a very first time ever. Yeah, I've never got the advertised card during a one 10 pull, the first 10 pull. That's why it was a shock to me when he showed up, because there's time to time when there's a card that I want, I'll do a 10 pull just to try my luck. And like I said in the past, and it's crazy because I'm halfway towards Prestige 13. I'm Prestige 12 right now, and I'm halfway through. I'm above the halfway mark. And it's crazy how this past weekend, that was the first time I ever did 110 pull and got the advertised card, without having to do more pulls. So yeah, I ended up getting that Barker. I got that Barker. Haven't leveled him up that much. Haven't no, as far as my collection too. I guess the last card other than that, this guy I'm trying to bring up, Crazy. Yeah, Cray Davy. Yeah, he's not a bad card. I guess I didn't do overview during that war, so I didn't really get to talk about him. But do think this is a great card, great Rainbow Leader. Though the first part is trait specific, defense only against strong. I do like his AR. This AR that he does give, right now, I guess his leader skill, let me go back to his leader skill. It's trait specific, though, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. And it's only, I guess it pertains to certain traits that attack you or you attack, that makes it usable. But he is a Rainbow Leader and he does give a medium bonus for, when attacking. So he is usable. Just not as his leader skill is not as good as like Ben, for example, because Ben does give that 30% defense against range, which yeah, it's makes it great. This card right here would have been perfect if he gave that 30% defense against melee. That would have made him pretty much in Ben's level, but he, you know, like I said, it is just against strong. So I guess that's the negative about his leader skill. But that medium bonus to attacking, that is pretty cool. You know, pretty nice. My first rainbow leader that gives that. So his AR though, I do love his AR because yeah, it only deals 250% attack, you know, damage against 3 enemies only. You know, a low attack at the same time, only 3, but he gives a negative 60% attack. That negative 60% attack, that is pretty powerful. That is very powerful. That's close to Dwight. Dwight hits a line of enemies for a negative 70. This guy is just 10%, I guess, less, but he hits up to 3. So once, and he's just a 56 AP, so he will be able to go off on turn 2 with command, and that basically takes out 3 cards that you're going against. 3 cards that you're fighting against, they will basically be taken out for 3 turns. They won't be doing much damage at all. So yeah, this Davy, you know, even if you don't use him for his leader skill, his rainbow leader skill, just having him on your team, yeah, he will help you out tremendously. I do think the AR is pretty fantastic. Yeah, this guy, and you know, the Jackson before, I did an overview of him. I did talk about him before, but now, you know, I'm pretty impressed by him. I have been using him for my leader for my green team, just to try something new, and I am pretty impressed by him. He is pretty I guess usable, you know, as far as his AR, like I said, it heals. It's just he's a pure healer, and he only does remove, you know, defense and attack penalties. Though, you know, I guess I'm starting to notice how good it is because lately I've been facing a lot of teams with that Michonne, that yellow Michonne. And she, you know, I guess the thing that's, you know, I guess the pain in the ass going against her is she hits you with that negative 45 attack. Yeah, she hits you with that, which lowers your attack power of your teammates. This guy right here, this Jackson, you know, it's almost timed. So when she attacks, you know, most of the time his AR will be available to you, remove those, you know, debuffs against your team. At the same time, his leader skill, he does have a pretty solid leader skill. So I've been using him lately. To me, he's pretty solid. But other than that, you know, I guess the latest card I got is this guy. You know, I haven't really tested him out. He's still at tier 1. You know, just level 10. I guess I'm saving him up. I'm saving him for a faction level up or a solo level up when one does pop up again. I'm in no hurry to though I think he'd be a great addition to my fast team. Replace Sandy. Right now I'm not that much in a hurry. Like I said, when he showed up, I just didn't really, you know, I wasn't really that desperate to get him. But I do. Every weekend I do some pulls, you know, just to try my luck, and I just happen to get lucky to get him. Hopefully he does turn out to be a good card. Though I look at his AR, it does that negative AP. I'll be honest, I wish it was just impair. I do this negative 20 AP. To me, I think that is impair minus, you know, AP drain. What's the difference? Though impair is a little bit better because impair will even prevent them from being able to fire off. You know, because a lot of times when a card gets impaired, regardless of whether someone you know, it prevents cards from using command or to command another card to go off. This negative AP doesn't stop command specialist skill. And also, if a card you hit with a negative 20 AP one turn, the next turn they'll be able to fill their AP back up and then someone could use command to make them fire off. So yeah, impair to me would have been more powerful, a lot more useful. This negative AP that he does, I think it's just something new, something I guess fancy to I guess draw people to do pulls. When I took a look at it, I to me I wasn't that impressed. Like I said, I first thought in my mind was impair. Well, what's the difference? And like I just mentioned, impair to me is more powerful because it removes the ability to command. Yeah, it removes the ability to be able to be commanded to shoot off your AR next turn. This is just an AP drain. It would have been awesome if he would have been able to actually drain and give himself the AP that he drains. That would have been OP. Yeah, that would have been too powerful, but I think that would have made it more interesting than just, okay, I'm not a weaker version of impair. Yeah, that's kind of lame if you ask me. But he is a neutralized card, so I guess in a way that does make up for it. And neutralized to me right now is pretty awesome. I love neutralized. So yeah, that's this new card, Barker, yeah, that I end up getting. But yeah, that's all I got for this. That's all I had. I just wanted to talk about a few things at the same time. Explain to you guys why I haven't been doing uploads, and that doesn't mean that all of a sudden I'm gonna start doing uploads more. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I do have things that are I guess a priority right now in my life that's taking up a lot of my time, and the time that I do have to play is pretty limited. I am pretty limited in my play time. So for that, I will say, I apologize for that. I know a lot of people look forward to overviews of cards, and what the heck is this? What this popped up? Okay. Oh, oh yeah, they finally did, opened up the new stages in the world map. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Something new in the world map. But yeah, what was I what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Though yeah, I know that a lot of people look forward to the overviews. They look forward to raid videos. That yeah, I just whenever I have time, I'll do it. Tonight I had some free time and I figured it was about time that I kind of explained the reasons why my lack of uploads, if anything. But yeah, this is all I got for right now. I'll say again, like I always say in my uploads, yeah, I appreciate you guys, my subscribers, my new, old, and current ones. Yeah, just be patient. Eventually, I'll be able to do uploads regularly, especially in the events. I do like doing those event overviews, though sometimes they are frustrating because the prizes are pretty mediocre. At the same time, like I used that word before, redundant, repetitive. It seems like a lot of the event prizes are the same recycled crap, but I know you guys look forward to those regardless, those uploads. But I will try. I will try the next event that does pop up. I will try to do an upload for that. For you guys, if anything, for you guys, the ones that look forward to it. But yeah, that's all I got for this upload. A lot of rambling, a lot of random talking this one. But yeah, I needed to do it. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next upload.